Hello there everyone, welcome back to another What If video. Try building a brand new What If called What If Asta was a fallen goddess. And if you're wondering why I'm choosing the word goddess and not god, it's because, well, he will be involved in the Seven Deadly Sins lore. As I'll explain what a fallen goddess really is, and if you're wondering why I have Shay Cormac, the assassin slash this assassin that betrayed the assassins and became a Templar, why I have him in the background, it's because that's how Asta's hairstyle will be, like Shay Cormac has. So yeah, now let's start, shall we? As we began, in the war between goddesses and demons. And this is far long before, this is before the war, like the 3,000-year-old war, holy war or something. This is before that. As the conflicts between demon and goddesses would happen. Though, what I didn't know was that goddesses and demons defected from both sides. Some of them just created a new species called fallen goddesses. As they had black wings instead of those white angel wings. They had abilities of both sides. But when the goddesses and demons found out about that, they decided to team up to erase them from existence. As there will still be some fallen goddesses existing after the Holy War, 3th War, as they were done taking sides with one of the races, just to help them out in the war. Though, they would be eradicated by the Ten Commandments, as Meliodas as their leader. Though there was one little baby that survived, and it will be Asta, as Elizabeth found that one. But as Meliodas was there too, found it as he was about to kill it. He said, "The fallen goddess, Then Elizabeth said, "No, he hasn't done anything wrong yet. He's just a little baby." As they would have found him, and they would have found him after they have defeated the Demon King for good. As Asta will appear now, because he'd been a cocoon of, like, preservation. As someone said, "I'll kill him." Even though Milos was the cheerful person who would say, "I'll kill him, he's a fallen goddess." Those are dangerous species of all, as only the demons and goddesses knew about this, not even, well, Merlin knew about it too, or had rumors about it. As Merlin said, "Wait, fallen god, wait, they're real?" Merlin said, "Yes," he said, "and they're the most dangerous of all species, since they're a fusion between demon and goddesses. Though," he said, "our son Tristan is not a fallen goddess. They're different. Tristan is just a goddess demon or demon goddess, while fallen goddesses have completely merged with light and dark have merged. We don't know exactly how the origin happened, how it started, but they're different now. But then Elizabeth said, "You're not gonna kill him." As Elizabeth took Asta close to her now. "You're not." Elizabeth like, "What?" Elizabeth like, "Fine, I won't. I promise." She's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, I promise it, Liz." She's like, "Okay, fine." As they take Asta with them now back to the castle. As they see Tristan there. And from wondering if Asta will be raised by them, that won't happen for long though. But when Tristan will be 10 years old when Asta is brought there. Like, huh? Who's this? He said. "Well, it's your little brother," they said. "It's our new little brother." Like, what? Like, yes. Just like, "Hey, I have a little brother." As then, "What's his name?" He said, as they saw a name on the shirt, Asta. Like, "Oh, okay." He said, "That's a cool name." But what they didn't know was that someone was watching them in the back, the speaker box. So these do still exist. I'll find him and I'll kill him. The shadow thought. As no heat emerges, it goes to the shadows again. Then, how should I explain this? Yeah, but then they would, yeah, as I said, they'd take Asta into the castle now. Dude, yeah, it's now Asta get his own room. Elizabeth would start taking care of him and raise him. And she would soon realize that he was very difficult to take care of because of his temperament. All that, as Miller said, that's part of the fallen gods. I said that's why I wanted to kill him. They're unpredictable. They're like it might berserk demon form, he said, but like always, but without even using it. Like what? This is like no, still we gotta take care of. He's also be raised now. He'll be 5 years old. He will learn to talk and speak everything. As now he meets up with his see Tristan for some time still. As Tristan was to be 15. Tristan would take care of him as a little brother though. Ost was always aggressive. Millers and Elizabeth always knew that. As for a teen, they need to be careful around him. Of what they're doing, because of how aggressive Asta can be. So now, now we were all exploring there, as Asta was now running through the castle, exploring now. As Elizabeth was following him, make sure that they didn't do anything wrong. As Asta had gotten into fights, many fights between with guards and some other people there. As many of us always thought that our mothers would grow kind of fond of Asta. So he doesn't regret, like, he is now accepting Asta as his son. So now they wonder, as now Asta is still exploring the castle now, running. Elizabeth would run after him, follow him. Asta will now get into yeah, what I'm saying. Asta will get into a fight now with some people. As Elizabeth said, Asta, listened to her. He was to continue fighting. Like, no. As Tris was there too, tried to get Asta out of there. Asta was continue fighting now still. He was real aggressive. As Millers would arrive there, it's like, oh god, he's gonna fight again. Then Millers was able to grab him and take him out of there. As Asta was fierce now, said, and start hitting Millers like, let me go, let me go. Also start to hit him. Millers wouldn't react. He wouldn't give the satisfaction to Asta about reacting. So yes, now they were Millers would grab him and go walk away with him. As now he is told Asta, he will talk with you. You gotta stop hating people to starting a fight like that. You hear me, son? Asta was like, yes, Dad, he said. I should be mad now. When I hear a voice like, like, fine, he accepts it because he knew that if he continued like this, Asta would start just continue fighting him, and he would might unlock his demon powers now, foreign goddess powers, earlier than he should be. As Miller's always thought that day when that happens, we need to get him on a learn him how to handle his feelings, everything, before it really happens something bad. He always thought. And if you're wondering why I don't have Meliodas and Elizabeth in this thumbnail, I had it in the original one, but I decided to change this up. It's better now. So yeah. Do you know, as now. They were, well, yes, now Ost were grown. They would be in some years. Ost is now 7. He gets to the fight again. You get the fight's vehicle now. As Elizabeth and Mildred be like, we need to get him under control. How to control his emotions and stop fighting. Or as Asta always thought that, I don't like this place. Why do I always feel like they're not my parents? He said. He always felt like that. Then he would actually ask them later on if they were his parents or not. As they would of course say, of course we are. Also, don't lie to me. But what do you mean? He said. I know you're not my parents. He said. But Asta. Asta now storms off. As he's 10 when he's doing that, he will storm off in the castle, smash the door to his room. As Millers and Elizabeth think like, what should we do now? As Tristan had already moved out of there. He'll be out of the picture in this for now. Besides, whenever Tristan was there, Asta would get into fights with him. But yes, now they will think like, what should we do? Mother said, I knew I shouldn't have listened to you. I should have killed him back then. But I said, no, as he then said, no, I shouldn't have. He thought still. What am I thinking? He thought. Always thought like that. He always thought like exactly like that. And then after that, Elizabeth would actually walk out, trying to talk to Asta. But as she knocks on the door to Asta's room, she wouldn't get an answer. She would knock again, not an answer. Then she'd open the door. As you see that the window's open. Asta was there. She's like, where? As she looks out the window now, and see Asta running away from the castle. She's like, Asta! She screamed. Asta looked back now. I'm like, I don't care about her now. He said, I'm out of here. He runs away. As she immediately tells Milos that he's running away. I'm like, what? He said, yes. He's running away from home. Milos immediately start flying now. Elizabeth too. As they were flying there, they're flying toward after Asta. Asta noticed them flying. Him like, what? How can I fly? He thought. How? It's not after a while. Asta would be tired. As Munoz and Elizabeth still follow him, and they're following for a while now. It will be at the coast, almost, off to the east. As Oswald been survived that long the water. How? As Munoz thought that it must be his fallen goddess powers. He thought, must be those. He thought like that. Then one day, no, as they would not catch Asta actually. They are at the coast, as he's almost exhausted now. As Melodius and Elizabeth sit to wait for him to wake up, he sees them like, As to, Asta, why did you? Asta wouldn't answer. He just look at them like, I'm not gonna tell you anything. They would get that look from him. Like, They felt like, okay, what's his problem now? Have we done anything to make him mad? There's a feeling like, yeah, that must be it. They said, sorry we didn't tell you earlier about that. But, okay, it's true that we're not your parents. Was that I knew that, he said. That's why I'm mad at you, because that you didn't tell me ever. You never thought of the reason to tell me, he said. Like, will you stand also pass out now, out of the frustration they saw as he had like hyperventilated. Now as they took Asta into his room again, also to be passed out for a week. After a week, Asta woke up in his room. He was like, so, wait, I'm back here, he thought. Then Muddles and Lisp walked in and said, we need to talk. Asta was like, Stace tells also to wanted to talk with him really. As they partially wanted to pull this to him, but they didn't tell him about that he was adopted. Also asked, so do you know where my parents were? Who they are? She's like, no, you're probably an orphan. You're as also so my parents are dead. Like, oh well. After I killed that much, she said. And then after that, Asta would have, what is it called? But yeah, after that, Asta would have been done with after talk. Asta would been feeling like, He said, I don't want to stay here with them. Don't want to stay with them. He was getting mad now still, building anger up. As Meliodas could always sense the anger dwelling inside of Asta. And deem like his fallen angel, fallen goddess powers, not fallen angel, fallen goddess powers, just rumbling inside of him. I just felt that they were getting more and more to the surface now. Yes, now Asta's anger would almost swallow him. They just wouldn't buy. Asta is now 14. No, Asta is 12 now. As he had been growing stronger, but his anger was always built up inside of him. As his anal fallen goddess powers would soon start to awake. As Milos felt it really, they thought that these anger issues, they hadn't been able to fix it. Feeling like crap. Milos thought, we will not. How should we be able to contain his fallen goddess powers now. Also always planned like how to escape from them. As I always planned how he should escape now. Also it's 12 now. You planned to escape but like you won't stay here anymore. You can stay here. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. He'd think and say to himself. As one day Mellors would done something to tick him. Mellors would ask him about some stuff. Oscar visibly ticked off. Mellors felt that too, like, oh. Asked the back, huh? Then says, Asta, calm down. Control your... Asta, shut up! He's told him. Just shut up, shut up, shut up! He screamed to Mellors. Mellors back, what are you saying, son? Asta, don't call me that. As Elizabeth heard the conflict there, so around there immediately said, Asta! Asta looked at him, Don't touch them, say, this is goodbye. He told him. No, as now, Asta would just, like Asta's fallen angel, fallen goddess powers would awaken now. Asta would see that Melissa would felt the power dwelling up, coming to the surface now. Like, oh. He looks at Elizabeth tells it's awakening. It's happening right now. She's like, what? Really? Yes. Whereas whispered to her what Asta noticing. So Asta think like, After that, Asta his powers will start crack out now. His wings, black wings would sprout. Asta felt them like, this must be the weird thing I always felt. He looks at them both, said, Asta wouldn't say anything. He would just fly away now. Elizabeth said, Asta! Asta wouldn't listen. He was to fly away now. As Murders and Elizabeth start following him. As Elizabeth wasn't able to catch up anymore. She was exhausted, she couldn't follow. But Mellos did. As Elizabeth had to rest for a while. But Meliodas would catch up to him soon. As now he catch up to Asta, puts a hand on his shoulder to calm him down. Asta gripped it and just throw it away from him. Said, don't touch me, he said. Meliodas will go, what the? What has changed, Asta? What has changed? Asta said nothing. All hated you. As now Meliodas back, what? I said, yes. Asta punches him. I hate you. I hate you all. I hate you. You say, Meliodas back, what? You're not yourself. Calm down, Asta. Calm down. Do you want to really make Elizabeth that sad? Asta looked at him like, why do I care about her? She's not even my mother. Oh yeah, I know that already because you have told me that. I don't care if she's sad or not. Miller's back. Miller said, well, looks like I gotta knock some sense into you. As now Elizabeth start flying there, but she won't be able to stop the fight between Asta and Miller as now. The fight will begin. It will be a fist fight. In the air. So now Meliodas and Asta will fight now. The blood will splat from their noses. They have a fist fight now. Elizabeth sees tried to stop them, but she wasn't able to. Asta has enough then. He said, you'll pay. Asta creates Asta punches Meliodas now, knocks him, like, makes him bloodied of as hell. Asta sees like, spats at Melrose as Melrose is knocked out now. As Asta flies away. As Elizabeth said, Asta, what are you doing? You'll get here right now and pull this to Meliodas. Said right now. Asta looked at her like, no. Asta flies away. Then Elizabeth, the heartbreak, said, Asta, no. As Meliodas woke up now, his demon form awakened. Started healing back. As Meliodas said, no. I'll kill him. I'll kill that little son of that ignorant little ungrateful little bastard. She's like, as Elizabeth like, no. As then also been long gone. Miller's like, wait, where? I can't even sense him anymore. She's like, he's flown off for a long while ago, she said. Miller's like, if he ever shows his face again, I'll kill him. I'll kill him, he says in his demon form. Elizabeth said, no, you don't. I don't care if he's like that or not. He's still my son. Then I also got to where Asta is. He's flying away, as he's using his anger to use as a fuel to run away, far away from Melrose and Elizabeth. As Tristan would have heard about this, Tristan would actually be close to where Asta was now. He would see Elizabeth contact him immediately, as he would then somehow as he didn't know that Asta was headed his direction either where he was, but he would. So Asta would see Tristan there, like, Asta would say, Tristan would be like, hello there, Asta. Asta looked at him like, pfft. If it is an ugly Tristan, he said. Tristan would be like, you know mom is really weird. Asta like, she's not my mom. He said. But just like, what? Is it? The pretenders you don't know, they told you already. I don't need to talk to you anymore. As Asta walks away, Tristan will grab his arm now. He said, Asta. Asta will take his arm and break his head. Let me go. As Tristan would feel pain and said, ow! As Tristan had enough now and punched him. You jerk! What are you doing this for? Asta will look at him now. Now his wings would fall out again. Tristan would like, what the? Asta said, I told you to let me go. Now the fight between Asta and Tristan began. Asta managed to overwhelm him quickly now. After that, Asta would fly away, using his wings. As now Elizabeth and Melrose would arrive to where Tristan was. As the Tristan would have told him that Melrose, as he was here, they would arrive after Asta went away. But while Tristan was still recovering to see all the battle wounds, he said, what's happening? He said, what is about that he's not your son? You told me he was. Like, yeah, they really screwed up this time. We should have told him from the start, Tristan, but he's actually not. I decided to sit down and told Tristan about everything, but while Asta was still flying away. He fly over the coast now. As they fly over the Fair King's Forest now, Bond and Elaine, the Fair King's Forest and Diane, King and Diane. Bond and Elaine would see Asta as they were told by Melrose that Elizabeth had he ran away. As Bond was like, then afterwards the Bond like, we'll take him down. Asta sees Bond there, like, he sees King Diane and Elaine there too. I'm like, I see now Bond will attack Asta. Asta like, he does it at first. Then King and Diane will attack him too, like said, Asta, calm down. Elizabeth, your mother is really, Asta said, look at them now. Fear said, "She's not my mother." Like, what? Of course she is. Asta looked at them and said, "She's not my mother." He would say, like, what? What the? So, she is your mother, Asta. She's really worried about you. Asta looked at them now and said, as I told you, she's not my mother. Fine. I said, "Oh, we gotta get you back here." Asta looked at him back and said, "No." As no king and Dan attacking now Barnberg. Wait for a bit afterwards. After that, as he would prepare to do a hunter's fest now, against Asta's strength. But that won't be really effective at first, but then Asta does knockout, throw King away. Then when Diana attacked, Asta like dodged her and just make her trip as he would hit her head and get passed out. Then it was Barnes' turn. Then Spawn now said, "Hunters," as before could say that Asta said, "Oh no, I won't let you finish that." As now Asta has punched him now, Spawn is on the mouth, so he wouldn't be able to finish it, or nor do the hand signs either to it. As Spawn like, "What the? This is not a little brat, he's smart." As Asta punched Spawn, Spawn was the perfect blood to fight Asta since he's immortal. But Asta would finally had enough, as now he starts up on like demon arc. I'll be calling it demon arc when it's a fusion, so it'll be demon arc now. So now Asta starts up now and blows Spawn into pieces now. Alien back, Asta! Asta looked at her. I should back a little bit. I should back now. I should it's my turn. He thought, it's my turn now to try to. Asta looks at her. His expression changes. He's like, what? I said, like, Asta, please come back home to go back. Please go back to Melodus and Elizabeth. They were so worried about you. Asta looked at her with another now. His face was still like it's a little bit changed, but still the other look that he didn't have against any other person. He looked at her and said, "No, I won't be coming back," he said. "I won't." She's like, "Asta, please." Asta like, "No." He said, "No, no, no," he said. Stan Limback, Osbeck said, "No, I'm believing now." Stan looks at Elaine. Tells, "Well, see you later, Elaine." As he flies, like, it retracts its wings and just walks up to her and hugs her. "I'll miss you." She's like, Asta? She hugs Asta back now. But as she starts to cry, "Asta, please." Osbeck said, "No, I will never forget them." As Elaine back, then Asta does Elaine back, "But why?" Asta say that, "I don't need to tell you that. Sorry, Aunt Elaine, but I can't tell you that." I said, "No, see you later." Asta flies away now, again from through the coast now. She's like, as she would see Asta flying away over the coast now. She's like, "No." I sees Asta now, Asta like those giant, a tsunami actually. Even though it's Britannia, I know there are no tsunamis there, but the tsunami would hit, giant tsunami would consume Asta. She's like, "Asta, no." I sees Asta like still flying through the tsunami. Then his wings falls down as he floats away. Then like, "No, Asta," she thinks. Then others start to wake up as the ball will start to regenerate now. I'm like, Elaine was like, no. Asta should ask if they're okay. They're like, yeah. Where did Asta go? He said, well, after he destroyed Bahan, he flew away. She'd say, they're like, okay. They thought, okay. As Asta is consumed by the tsunamis now, as he's 12 years old, and soon find him stranded in the near the coast. This like unknown country. He doesn't know what the country it is. Yes, now they would. As they walk up there on the beach, he would start to walk around, trying to find some food because he's hungry. His wings had been retracted. He was unable to use them now. As he tries to find a place to stay, but he couldn't. He starves the entire time he's there. As when he finally finds a village, like a new place. Again, I was about to knock on the door to the church when he's falling down, passed out. As now the father would open the door, as he heard a loud noise outside the open door, as he sees a passed out kid. As he takes it in immediately, starts to heal it. As then a sister would start healing too, to take care of him, as the other kids was sent out to do something else while they took care of this kid. Then, when Asta woke up, he was like, where am I? He said, with an accent, like, you're in a Crow Kingdom. I was like, okay. He said, Crow Kingdom, never heard of that before. He said, like, yeah, well, as they would ask, are you okay? I was like, yeah. He said, Asta would ask, so what's your name? He said, well, my name is Sister Lily, and this is Father Orsi, Sister Lily said. What's yours name? I was like, Asta. Asta the Fallen, he said. You can call me Asta the Fallen, but just call me Asta, really? He would say. Like, okay. Just for that the Fallen part was maybe something that Asta came up with. I said, I just called that Asta the Fallen, he said. I don't know if I have a last name yet. Spoiler, I will give Asta a last name later. But later on this video, I don't know when. They're like, okay, they thought, okay, you can stay here, they thought. Then Asta would be like, the other kids would present themselves to Asta now. Like, they would say, oh, so, are you dude, as they would see the half-tongue hair on Asta, they'd be like, wow, so a new girl? I was like, I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. He said, I'm a man. They're like, what? I was like, yes, I am. Then Cicely would ask if he wanted a haircut or anything. He'd be like, no, I just want can I just put up my hair in like a ponytail or something? And he will get the Shay Cormac hairstyle. So yeah. As they would have been I was to get that now, the realize that yeah, he definitely is some boy. As Austin, we become a little bit closer friends. Well, Austin didn't really trust anyone here, but he talked to Juno sometimes the most. If he talked to someone, it would be Juno. He didn't prefer talking. Really, he was preferred to be alone. For the most. Though we had a dream to become a medic knight. As now we go to where Elizabeth and the others are, the one where Asta went. Elaine didn't tell them about what happened, but they knew that Elaine and that Asta was really fond of Elaine. Asta would ask, so Elaine, can you tell us what Asta did? Because we know that Asta told you something before you left. We can see that on your face. She's like, what? Stand back. There's back. No, she was flies away now. Back to Ferking's forest. Immediately bound back. Stan looks at Meadows and said, I'll try to ask her later about it, maybe if she wants to tell me. Asta said thanks. But Meadows feeling kind of crush him. I'll kill him next time he shows around here. I'll kill him, that fucking fallen goddess. He said. God damn, I hate those even worse than the Ten Commandments. As he proceeded by Asta, no, Silbeck, Meliodas, that's. Stop it already. He's like a son to me. Would you really want to hurt your own, like, adoptive son? Like, Snow Meliodas get to his senses. What? No, I don't. Said Snow. Asta would now go to where Asta is. The years went by. Asta is 14 now. He lived at the church for 2 years. He still doesn't talk. He rarely talks to Juno now, even so. As to all see that change in Asta, that he is not as social anymore. As well as using his magic, he preferred not to use it really. But he saw sometimes felt like something odd about Asta still. All is different compared to others. Now Asta is 15. The time to get the grimoires. Asta barely talks. Like he barely answers even when he gets a question. He mostly, if he can do as knowledge or something, he does that. And tries to avoid conversation over it all. So when other people try to talk to him, he walks away. So they think, what's happened? So why he's so antisocial? Right then, there came a time. As they are in the Grimoire Tower now, waiting for the Grimoires to come down, as you know, get the 4-leaf clover now. But for Asta, it will take some time. People start laughing. Then suddenly, light and darkness will appear now. As to see it, the light and darkness cooperating really for some reason. As then a third Grimoire appear now. As those 3 Grimoires will start to merge together and create a 4-leaf clover and go towards Asta. Asta touches it now, as his mana will spread out against everywhere now. Asta will spread around the entire globe. Everyone could feel this mana. As Meliodas and Elizabeth senses to Meliodas back. So he's still alive. So he got his grimoire now, he's still alive. This mana, this power level, is insane. He said, I can't even track him down. He said, it's that strong, he must be far away though. Still, but how can it be this strong at this distance too? He thought. As now Asta would gotten his grimoire, would gotten his grimoire, he would walk out of there. As now, Yuna walks out a little bit later, as he gets attacked by the nobles, but he defeats them. Then Shamers comes, shins Yuna down, takes Yuna's grimoire. Asta will scream like Asta doesn't care him, but he will come up here. As now he would have felt the pressure now. From Asta, he's like, what the? He starts to shake a little bit when he turns around and sees Asta. Asta look him dead in the eyes. Tell him that you're dead. Asta it would be like that look in his eyes. The Shinra will swallow back. Oh, I'm dead now. I'm definitely dead. I'm so dead now. Now Asta goes towards him, walks slowly, but menacingly. So now he would, Asta grabs the Shinra later on, as when he walks up to Shinra and throws him to the wall. Shinra get knocked out. Asta gives Yuna back his grimoire, and Asta walks away now. I'm like, Yuna's about to say thanks, but Asta would already be gone. He would already been walked away. No, yes, now they get back to the feast. Asta will just eat it up quickly and walks over to his room now, as he had a separate room that he could be alone in. So he was there, thinking, Then the 6 months went by. Asta will send a letter, give them a letter next morning that he'll be doing his training now on his own and be. Oh, do you want to see me for a while? He said. Okay. I also will tell him I won't send out the letters as I won't send out the letters as Magic Knight either, he said. Sorry, but I won't. Okay, the father was a little bit sad, but he couldn't understand it. Still. Except that I also did this. So yeah, now. Now they were asked when starting his training on his own. He would train for 6 months until he could get into Magic Knight's entrance exam. As we'll be covering that in the next part. I hope if you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. It's free and can orange this smile. Don't forget to hit that bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video, and don't forget to like and comment down below what you think of this video, and I'll see you on the next one.